Hello and welcome to Gate TV. We are here back at Hartsdown Park ahead of Margate's pre-season friendly against Dover Athletic, and I'm delighted to be joined by manager Jay Saunders to preview today's game and also just have a little bit of a catch-up. Jay, National League opposition today, it's going to be a really good test, but one I know that you're really looking forward to this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously every game's a test pre-season and they all bring different challenges. Today obviously against a National League side, a good side. Hesse always has a good side together, and Nicky South, who obviously my assistant for a long time at Maidstone, so looking forward to seeing them. But the bigger picture is just about us and seeing where we're at and what we can improve on.
When we spoke midweek, you'd kind of eyed up today's game as an opportunity for players to begin to put a bit of a stamp on that starting lineup against Brighton Sea, and managing pre-season has been quite difficult without a starter date. But are things now kind of going up a notch as we know when we're actually going to begin the season?
They are. I think fitness levels are getting better. We're still working on signings, so that's been a big thing, and we haven't really had a settled squad. And on top of that, obviously losing Noel Leighton and then Jack Richards took a bang to the head on Tuesday night. So we've had a few sort of things to deal with, but in general, fitness levels I'm quite pleased with. Certain areas I'm pleased with, but obviously I've made it quite clear that forward options are very limited for us at the moment. It's something we're working really hard on.
On that note, again, I know fans are always keen to know about player recruitment. You're constantly on the phone trying to get players in. I believe there's some positive moves, and hopefully those will be coming to fruition soon.
Yeah, we agreed to deal with a centre forward yesterday. It will be a big signing for us, I think, a very experienced one and someone that's used to playing at high levels. So unfortunately he's moving house today, so he's not available today, which seems to be our luck at the moment. But yeah, we should hopefully get that over the line on Monday. We're trying hard to get a friendly for Tuesday night. If not, we'll have an in-house game and he'll be involved in that. So yeah, hopefully that'll be some good news. And we're working on 2 or 3 others as well. So we have been non-stop, and it's just trying to get them over the line. But it's a tough time. There's a lot of people trialling at higher clubs, and normally where you kind of all start at the same time, you can they've been released by clubs. But a lot of the higher clubs, you'll see Dover today, I'm sure will have a lot of trialists like we did have a few weeks back, and they're still making decisions on people, and obviously players want to try and stay as high as they can, which I understand. So we're working really hard and staying positive, and hopefully we'll have some more news. But yeah, we should be able to announce, I'd like to think sort of Monday, Tuesday, be able to announce the lad that we've agreed with.
One of the things, again, you and I spoke about off camera a couple of weeks ago, given this has been a really unprecedented pre-season, normally you might be able to dip into the loan market with league clubs, Premier League clubs, but they're all kind of operating in bubbles and stuff like that. So even that has been a harder challenge for you over the past few months.
Yeah, I've had sort of over recent years really good relationship with Mark Bright at Crystal Palace, and we've always been able to get a couple out of there, and they're good enough that we don't pay wages. So Joe Tupper, for instance, sort of didn't have to pay anything towards, which is a big help to clubs at our sort of level. I had discussions with Tottenham a few weeks back, and they agreed that there was 3 lads we could potentially have down here, but the whole thing with COVID and being in bubbles, we couldn't unfortunately bring them down. So I think later on, as things calm down, hopefully we can look back in the loan market. But yeah, certainly this year I'd normally like to bring in a couple at least on loan, and of younger lads that I think will add to us, and unfortunately we've not been able to do that. So it's something we're working on, and I'm sure as it goes on, hopefully that will change.
So we've got our season start date, early bird season tickets are on sale, everything's kind of building up a notch now, and we also obviously know what our opening month of the season is going to be like. We've got the longest trip coming up first, and then Carshalton and Hornchurch, so a double header at home. Obviously, again, you've got to do quite a lot of work with the squad, but how excited are you, and how do you kind of preview those opening games? Some tough ones to start with, plus an FA Cup. Yeah,
really tough start of the season, but I don't think there's going to be any easy games this year. I'm sure Hornchurch and Carshalton will be right up there. Brighton Sea, a bit unknown really. We'll have them watched over the next couple of weeks, and but it's always a difficult place to go. I'd rather go there opening game of the season. The pitch is normally a bit better that time, so that should hopefully suit us. But it gives us something to gear towards, and ideally I'd like to have the extra signings in place that we could be working a little bit extra. But we've got obviously today we're trying to get a friendly Tuesday. If not, we'll have Tuesday, Thursday training, then another good game against Tunbridge, which will be a good test for us, and then again 2 more sessions leading into the season, which we'll train here at Hartsdown to get the boys used to the place and go through a lot of stuff that we need to work on, and then hopefully we'll be ready come that first game of the season. And it couldn't be any tougher, like you say, away game, and then FA Cup and two real tough challenges. But I've always looked at, you've got to play everyone and you've got to do these games, so I'd rather, some of the teams that are going to be up there, I'd actually rather play them start the season when they're maybe not as settled as when they're on a good run later on in the season.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the game. Hopefully we'll have a catch up afterwards as well. Do stick around and tune in at 2:45 as we begin coverage here of Margate versus Dover Athletic on Gate TV.